Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts today, Tuesday, August the 12th. That goes to next Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I give different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. If you do wonder why I have slightly more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. And you claim that by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, usually on Tuesdays, we have daily, weekly challenges going on. I usually recommend using a score booster drink. It'll give you an extra 25% of what you have already, and it's a good way to get some extra score that way. Now, this week, we also have these special event challenges. It's the Marvelous Fishing Excursion special event challenges here, and I will be making a video on how to complete every one of these. You can check that video out a little bit after. Now, I did re-roll a challenge here. It was completed Daily Ops 3. Got this one here instead, destroying Assaultron 5. Let's go ahead and going to track that bad boy. Now, if you are wondering why what we have for Daily Ops, you see the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. So every day we do get something a little bit different. This one here, the enemy mutations is Poison Hazard dropped on death, greatly enhanced perception. So this one here is actually not that bad. The daily ops I really don't like is they have to be killed by melee. It's the only way to kill them. So you can drain their health down with your, machine gun or whatever you have there. But then you have to finish the job with a melee weapon. So just an FYI. Alright, let's take a look at these weekly challenges here. Something we can do right here in our camp. Alright, collect RadAway or Rad-X 15. So a couple of different ways we can do this. We can collect RadAway or Rad-X from the medical dispensers. So medical dispensers are found in all train stations, most fast travel areas, in around the White Spring Mall. Even down here in Camden Park on the opposite side of where you spawn in, on the other side of the roller coaster behind the manager's office, etc., etc. As long as you have the caps for it, you'll be able to buy some RadAway and Rad-X. Now, it will vary server to server, and there is a little bit of cooldown time, so I have to check back the next day to see what's there. So that's when it'll kind of restock itself. Another way RadAway and Rad-X is from Ghouls. Ghouls are a good source of RadAway and Rad-X. I'm not saying every Ghoul will have it on them, but it's a good way to get some. So with the upper lower park launch just west of Vault 76. Lower part of Clarksburg, going to the Clarksburg Shooting Club, Eastern Regional Penitentiary, anywhere around Morgantown streets or even the monorail system. There'll be little patches of 4 to 6 ghouls every block and a half. They'll be kind of laying there on the ground. As you get closer, they'll kind of pop up. A couple guys down here in Flatwoods, they get around the Red Rocket down there and then around those little tents there. Level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building. Lewisburg, and around the White Springs Golf Club and the White Spring Greens there. So. And last but not least, you can craft your RadAway and Rad-X from a chemistry workbench. Okay, let's pop down to our chemistry workbench here. Now, if you don't have a chemistry workbench, you actually get one very early on in game. When most people leave Vault 76, they come right down here to Flatwoods. Inside the tavern will be 2 kiosks. When you interact with the kiosks, you'll do 2 very early on quests. You actually stay here in Flatwoods, and at the end of those 2 quests, you'll get the chemistry workbench plan. As well, there's a chemistry workbench plan right here in Morgantown Station. And 8 times out of 10 that I come here, I find the plan is like right on the floor next to it. So just an FYI there. Let's go to our chemistry station here, and I don't really like the interaction with this one here. Let's go down here to healing. Now, most of us will carry some form of quantity of RadAway and Rad-X on us anyway. So you can craft these diluted ×2 versions, okay, which doesn't really cost a whole lot. Now, there is a couple perk cards that will help us out here. So my buddy steps away. There we go. So we go under our perk cards here. It'll be under intelligence. Get rid of that. It's called chemist. So when you double the quantity when you craft chems. Alright, so this one here is very useful to get. And of course, under luck here, anytime you do craft anything, we have the perk card here called Super Duper. Again, if you don't have a level 3, if all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. But this level 3 is only still a 30% chance to get double results. Let's go ahead and apply that bad boy. We go back to our chemistry station here. Go back down here to healing. And as you can see, instead of diluted times 2, it's diluted times 4. But it's the same requirements as if we were crafting diluted times 2. Okay, so you can see how the chemist perk card really helps out. So let's craft some Rad-X here. We're going to craft 5 of them. There we go. So as you get 22, you hear the thunder and lightning sound. That's super duper kicking in there as well. So we got a lot more bang for our buck there. And of course, anytime you do move your perk cards around, I recommend you change them back immediately. Not like myself, who tend to forget from time to time. I think it's down here. Oh, it's down here, Jim. Oh. And I thought I saw being overweight. Don't know why I'd be overweight, but there we go. All right. Let's see what's next here, Jim. Let's go down the list here. Scrap junk to produce plastic 30. So plastic is a junk item in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench here in game. Let's go to our Tinker's Workbench here. Let's go craft. And again, any Tinker's Workbench is fine. Go down to bulk, go down here to the P section. The bulk 1 plastic, all you need is 12 molded plastic from your stash of scrap box. So obviously you're going to have to craft a couple of them because we need 30, I believe. Go ahead, you bulk your plastic, then you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. Also for the folks that are kind of short on time, for people who like to get things done quick and easy, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now, we can find plastic in many great ways. It's very abundant in the wasteland. We do have a camp resource available to us. It's this red rocket dumpster collector right here. So it's not in the shop right now. I think it was in the shop last week or the week before, but it not only looks fantastic, which is what most people bought it for just because of how it looks, but it does passively collect junk items that you can scrap to give you plastic, as you can see there in the item stats there in the middle. Plus it gives you an idea of what gives you plastic, like these pool table balls, cafeteria trays, etc. You can find cafeteria trays in a lot of great areas like Morgantown High School, etc. Now, the pool table balls, a couple great areas for those. We have the Overlook Cabin. Somerville, when you spawn in, it's the house, the first house on the right-hand side, the burnt book house, so to speak. You head downstairs, the pool table down there. I believe, I don't know if you can pick up the pool table balls here in White Springs or not. I thought there was once upon a time you couldn't. But you can check that out. But I'm pretty sure the ones here at the golf club you can. There's a couple pool tables there. Again, it's a little bit of a higher level area with a bunch of ghouls around. You can check that out. Now, there's one great spot I like to kind of go to. It is just east, up on the hill of Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. I call it the Cat House. So let's pop over here today. And again, as I mentioned, you know, you can do the bulk and scrap method. You can get it done in like, 10 seconds. But just in case you're looking for plastic. Right, so once when you're here, we're going to head to the east, directly east here. You can see the compass. Now, you don't need a jetpack. You don't need marsupial to get up this hill. Might have to pick up your endurance, though. Not like old Jim here. Yeah, whatever, buds. Alright, this is the cat house. There's an actual name for this house. I can't remember what it's called. But I just call it the cat house because there's a bunch of... look, there's a teddy bear right there. Because there's a bunch of cats here in the bowl. We also have these cat bowls. We pick up a cat bowl here. Cat bowl, you can see there, each cat bowl gives us 2 plastics, you can see there. So 2... How many do we need? 30. We need quite a bit. 2, 4, 6, 8. there's 20 right there. We'll keep the other ones for another day. We'll do the bulk and scrap method to finish it off there. You can see all the other cat bowls here, plus a couple teddy bears. So that's pretty cool. Let's head back to our camp. We're going to scrap these. Now, when you do scrap something, you can go any workbench, down at the train stations, down at the mall, another player's camp, what have you. Whatever you want to do, really. And we got a visitor. Thought I heard something when we were here earlier. Let's go ahead and scrap these up there, these cat bowls. There we go. As you can see, item stats there in the middle. And plus, we get so much junk items from killing creatures these days, especially Scorched, super mutants, and mole miners. You get a lot of junk off of. You just go around the wasteland, have some fun, get some XP, grab all kinds of junk that way. That's another way to do it. Let's use the bulk and scrap method here to finish it off. So we go craft, bulk, go down here to plastic. We'll just bulk 2 of them here just for the sake of it. Then we scrap the bulk plastic we just crafted there. Just like that. Scrap junk to produce plastic, 30 for 30, done. Just like that. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Scrap junk to produce Antiseptic, 15. So unfortunately, Antiseptic is a junk item in which we cannot use the bulk and scrap method. So let's take a look at that real quick at our Tinker's Workbench here. If I can get this, whatever this is, off the screen here. There we go. Sorry about that. So under bulk, as you can see, there's no Antiseptic here. Okay, so we have to go around, try to find some junk items to give us Antiseptic. Now, Antiseptic is a little bit harder to find. I usually kind of go for the industrial solvent boxes, like the brown boxes. They also have the industrial grade of the industrial solvent, which we can find on the odd Ghoul or 2. Not everyone, but the odd one, even more rare than the Rad-X and RadAway. But we can find it in most bathrooms and around the wasteland, the industrial solvent. Tick blood is also a good source of Antiseptic. So if you come here to Dollar Sod's Wilderness and make your way over here to Dollar Sod's Campground, there's usually about 4 or 5 of them right here. There's a couple ticks. Aaronhold Homestead down in the field there, right about here. Okay. And Moonshiner Shack, usually 2 right there, but I find when you spawn here, the 2 guys that are there, they usually kill them before you can even haul out your weapon, alright? So, just an FYI there. So let's go to a really good spot for some Antiseptic. You will come across this very popular video. It's right here. Let's go to the White Spring Bunker. After no, sorry. White Spring North entrance. I did the same thing a couple weeks ago. I did the same exact thing a couple weeks ago. I was trying to think, and I was thinking about something else. So, North Entrance Gym, which of course is a free fashion, but the exterior section. Ah, my soul, it's so funny. So once when you're here at the North Entrance, okay, you're going to look to the north. And we have a red building here. And this is like a little laundromat, so to speak. Now this second one here will have an industrial solvent right here. So if we pick that up, Braxo Cleaner, so it gives us 2 Antiseptics, so that's 2. And there's the industrial one here, so the green box, so let's look at the green one. So 3 Antiseptic. So this also gives you a fiberglass and acid, so there's 4 of these boxes here. Yeah, good little spot here. Really nice little spot. All right. And I don't think that's going to do. I think we still need 1 or 2 more. And I think that's all there is in this particular building. Let's go ahead and scrap it up here. So the Abraxo Cleaner, 4 boxes of the industrial grade. All right. So we're close. Let's see what we got. I think it's probably like 14 or something like that. Yeah, 14 and 15, of course. So we do need 1 more. All right. So I find there's a pretty good spot up here at the Red Rocket. A little bit of a pain though, so let's go to Freddy Fear's House of Scares here. Closest free fashion because you can't crash travel to a workshop if you don't own it, right? Shut this light off for those whatever. So we're gonna head to the west. And right up the road will be that Red Rocket. Now there is a pretty good chance there'll be an Assaultron up here. You know, one of those Devastator ones that go invisible, those lunatics there. As well as other robots. So we're going to try to bypass that guy as much as possible. You can easily sneak by him. Like, if you're lower level coming up here, that's fine. Okay? You can easily just sneak by that Assaultron if he's here. Oh, he missed me. Nice. Now, the Assaultron's usually inside this part here, the diner. We're going to keep going here. The Assaultron's here, we'll hear talk. We're going to go over to this section here. Now, this section here is the bathroom. There we go. Usually there's industrial grade solvent around here somewheres. Perp. Turn our little light on. Oh, right here. Perfect. Just like that. Nice. Also a good spot for some soap and toilet paper at the same time, if you're ever looking for that. Alright. Let's go and scrap this stuff up here. We'll just head back to our camp just for, it's a little quieter. Let's have our little pup there guarding the camp for us. He does do a good job. He let that ghoul through. Let's go and scrap up this last box. This last box will do it. There we go. Scrap Director Produce Antiseptic, 15 for 15, just like that. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jimmy. Oh, they're being attacked. And here are something. What's going on there, little pup? You're letting in the old riffraff here, huh? Alright. Let's fix up whatever they destroyed. Oh, not a whole lot. It sounded like it was like half the camp just was destroyed there. Let's see what's next. I think that's pretty much all we can do right here in our camp. Let's go this one here. Collect the teddy bear 9. So I do have a couple great videos on some great locations for teddy bears. One of the best videos I have is up here at the Knife's Edge. Now, the Knife's Edge itself has 3 rat scorpions. You actually want to head in this direction right here. Now, the forest area is quite thick and around that area, so I recommend using your VATS, and there's always a couple of enemies in or around that little red shack that's back there. That's how you can find the red shack. But up in that red shack, it's kind of a small red shack, but the teddy bears are up in the loft, so you can jump up and grab them if you so wish, but it's hard to do. So I recommend having a weapon with explosive ammo or even a frag grenade. Throw it to the side of the wall, and those teddy bears will come flopping down. You can grab those teddy bears. There's about 9 of them up there in total. 4 teddy bears here in Clancy Manor in the kitchen. Every teddy bear we have in the game can be found at Tyler County Fairgrounds. Pretty good spot. Right down here at Camden Park, the Dross Toss, there's about 6 of them in around there. There's 3 right here in Morgantown. There's 1 on the church steeple. There's 1 in the funeral home and 1 upstairs in the tavern. So 3 altogether. And plus I find Scorched is a good way to get teddy bears. I find a lot of Scorched have teddy bears on them as well. So you can go to some Scorched areas and kill some Scorched, have some fun. I'm sure you'll pick up a teddy bear or 2 there. Alright, good stuff. So let's go to Tyler County Fairgrounds. Because talking about Scorched, we do have a daily challenge here for Scorched. Let's take a look at that real quick. Kill a Scorched 30. So again, we can find Scorched in many great areas and around the wasteland. So we'll talk about this here quickly before we go out to the teddy bears. So again, Camden Park, Poseidon Power Substation PX1. Actually, most energy plants will have them as well. Tyler County Fairgrounds, Lady Withers Water Park, Palace of the Winding Path, and around Sutton. Somerville's Dock, Somerville's Dam, two really popular spots that I like to kind of show off to people because how kind of easy it is. Of course, we have Fort Defiance, Ranger District Office, etc. etc. So many great spots for some Scorched. So I have to go after some teddy bears here. We'll kill some Scorched along the way. And as I mentioned here, the teddy bears are all kind of spread about. Okay. One right here. And we'll kill some Scorched as we kind of go along here. He's got a teddy bear on like that. Burp, see, I showed you that. Nice. Alright, keep going down here. Now I find there's a little bit more of a concentration down here by the bandit roundup. There'll be some 4 of them down here, I believe. Yeah. Right here. This is the biggest concentration of them right here in this location. It was good to kind of check around the rides themselves as well. Oh! A little bobblehead there. This is a, ouch. This is a, oh, where did it go? Disappeared. It's actually a bobblehead spawn location. You guys wonder, there's another teddy bear right there. Here's our teddy bear 9 for 9. So after killing those Scorched you saw, they must be able to pick a couple more up from those Scorched. But you can see one right on top of that little slide there. But every teddy bear we have in the game can be found here at Tyler County Fairgrounds. Actually, I have a little video on that. Alright, let's kind of go along here. Finished up with the Scorches. It's a rad roast, Jim. Picking anything else up here. There's going to be a couple more outside the gate here. And I already had a couple Scorched already kind of taken care of. We did that during the daily challenge video. There should be one more in this building here. There. I think there's a teddy bear in here as well. There, right there. Oh. Alright. These fusion cells, cafeteria tray for some more plastic. As you can see, we get so much plastic. There's a lot of plastic in here, like these plastic pumpkins. If you're looking for plastic. Yeah. Great spot. Let's finish off the Scorched here. Let's pop into good old Wavy Wilders Water Park. Should be able to finish it off up here. Scorched officer, even better. He's, Huh! Another teddy bear as you saw there. So neat, eh? That little raider or whoever he is there. Fiber scrap, sure. I am always down for ballistic fiber scrap, I'll tell you that. There we go. Kill the Scorched 30 for 30. They're coming to us this time because this weapon is so loud. There we go. Let's get up here. Nice. Nice and easy. Let's see what's next. Alright. Keep that one for last. Let's go ahead and destroy an Assaultron 5. So again, many great spots we can find Assaultrons here in the game. Couple of great locations. One is right down here at the White Spring Mall. You can use the north entrance. Now, there'll be Assaultrons that spawn in the mall. Now, if you attack a robot down there, they will turn aggressive towards you, but all the other robots will still be passive. Alright, so that's one thing going for them. When you are fighting Assaultrons and you are lower level, I highly recommend just spray and shoot at the legs, okay? You'll cripple their legs, and then they'll kind of fall to the ground. It keeps them from running around and all that stuff, and that way there, it gives yourself a little breather. Especially when you're like a player never usually goes up against Assaultrons or your lower level. You'll see me do that a lot with my lower level character during our early on quest lines. And that's what I was doing with the Assaultron, just spraying at their legs, crippling them. That's the best way to take them down. And of course, there'll be a couple of them right down here at the Watoga. Right along this little sidewalk here, 4 of them in total. And usually there's a 5th one right in the middle of Watoga. Now, if you complete a mare for a day, that quest, all these robots will be passive. And even if you destroy run in front of the other, they'll still be passive. But if you do not complete mare for a day, they'll all be aggressive. And when I made that video and I posted, some of you had actually suggested that they like it that way without completing that quest than being aggressive. So it's really someone's preference. Let's go down here to my survival tent to save a few caps, not that I really need to. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go right into the train station here. Let's shut this light off. We're going to make sure we're locked and loaded. Nice little garden gnome there. Now we're going to start off on this little sidewalk right here, okay? We're going to run right down. Now, of course, this character, he did complete mare for a day. So this guy will be passive towards me. Just call me sir.
Sir?
Alright. As I mentioned, just kind of shoot for the legs, and he'll just kind of get crippled. This is a pretty powerful weapon, so he doesn't get a whole lot of chance anyway. There's the first one. Here's the second one. There's the third one. Now, sometimes the third one's up on the sidewalk. Sometimes he does go down on the road. I don't know why that is. But if you do want to watch me cripple Assaultrons, you can watch my early on quest line series when I use my low level. And a lot of those quest lines, like he was like below level 50. And all that, just using mediocre weapons, mediocre armor, okay? And that's the reason why I did it that way, just to show people that it can be done, right? You don't have to use the best weapons or the best armor. A lot of times I was running out of ammo, if you watch those videos, right? So, yeah. If I can do it, anyone can for sure. And then the fourth one will be right up here. There, you'll see him spawn in there. We'll lock and load just in case. Get a little sneak on here because we do get a little bit of an extra damage. There we go. Right. Now, I find lately the 5th one hasn't been spawning in here. And I don't know why, but right in the middle of town, basically, where he will be. He's usually being followed by a little iBot. Ah. Throw a Ghoul there. Oh, he turned aggressive towards me. See that? Ah. Alright, so I don't really see that Assaultron. Oh, it might be him popping out here. Yep. So just be, you know, there is one in the middle of town here. There we go. Storing an Assaultron 5 for 5, the same spot. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's see what's next here. Cripple Super Mutant's limb too. Okay, so again, crippling the Super Mutant's limb, you can just pretty much shoot at them and free aim, all whatever you want. If you do decide to use VATS, there's a perk card that will help you out. It'll be under perception. It is called, if it'll let me do it here, concentrated, yeah, green thumb, that's it. Concentrated fire. This allows you to move your VATS from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, if your perception is 5 or higher, this card is pretty much obsolete. But if your perception is lower than 5, you will definitely need this card to move your VATS around. Now, if you have the right weapon, you'll be able to possibly get 2 to 3 cripples per enemy. I find most ballistic weapons, bow and arrow, crossbow, shotgun with the Enforcer perk card, plasma caster, plasma rifle. But you guys have seen me cripple umpteen times here in the channel, and you guys know not all weapons are created equal when you're looking to cripple, alright? So let's look at some locate. We're going to have to use a little something here, carry weight booster, to get us over here. There we go. Get some great locations for some super mutants here. Of course, we have Grafton, the courtyard of Eastern Regional Penitentiary, Grafton Dam, Grafton Steel Yard, Newgad, Wade Airport, Huntersville, West Tech Research inside and outside, great spot. General Steakhouse, again, a little bit higher level area. Grindstone Arch, Research Site Saxony, right? So great spots there, right? So we started this here in our daily challenges at Newgad, so let's continue on at Newgad with this weekly challenge video. It is so hot in this room. I got the fan on behind me there. It's yeah, and I got the old Xbox fan blowing on me. yeah, I got the fan on the Xbox and the Xbox on me. Yeah. Nice work, Jim. So let's go ahead here. Sure, we're lock and loaded here. So this guy's back. See how I'm kind of moving my VATS around, right? You see how we're crippling multiple times? And that's what I suggest to do. Like, if you just, shoot, one shot, one kill, and that's great. That's great. That's fantastic. But if you can use the right weapon to get this challenge done quickly, to get multiple cripples per enemy, then that's even better, right? Right. Go. Surprised these guys aren't coming after us here. Get rid of that floater. And it just says a limb, because sometimes they'll say legs or arms, etc. Okay, but basically it just says limbs, so anything, even torsos, that'll work. Little bleeder, yeah, I know. You see how I'm switching my VATS around. It might take, if you never you did it before, it might take you a little bit of time to get used to doing, but it's actually quite fun to do. Oh my lord, right in the back! Who does that? Alright. Having way too much fun here, eh, Jim? Where's this guy at? Oh. Is that him way over there shooting at me? Wow, that's a pretty good little shot there for a super mutant. He's He's too far away for this weapon. Let me get the left leg out of there. See how that's working like really well for us? Instead of having to go to all these different places, just use your VATS and just move it around. Oh, we got our last little victim here. There we go. There's a little floater up there. Little floater. Grab some cells, shall we? Get all the great stuff here. Nice. Now let's move over here. That floater can find another hobby there. Alright, let's see what's next here. Yeah, we're doing time. We're getting pretty good time here, actually. Alright, again, we're going to leave that one fair for last. So eat a vegetable, 25. If you're a carnivore mutation such as myself, you don't need a waste or reroll. You go ahead, eat your vegetables. It's going to count for the daily challenge. Alright, it's that simple. Alright, so again, if you have corn, razor grain, etc. in one of your camps, then that's absolutely fantastic. Cobbleton Farm's a good spot. Aaronhold Homestead. All kinds of corn at Silva Homestead. Razor grain at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from the Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under the overpass. Little red barn there. Right out behind the General Steakhouse. When you spawn here in Foundation, just outside the wall on the right-hand side before entering, nice little patch there, corner razor grain. Just name a couple of spots for you guys. Let's go to good old reliable Silva Homestead here, because why not? Now again, if you have this in your camp or one of your camps, then that's even better. Definitely do it that way, save you a little bit of time. Save you some cabs from fast traveling around. Now a perk card that will help us out here, it'll be under Perception. It'll be called Green Thumb. You charges must when harvesting flora, so instead of one, you pick up two. Now, it's a card you definitely don't throw out. It's a card you hang on to. Doesn't matter what mutation you are or no mutation. It basically just saves you a whole lot of time, especially if you're on those public servers, you're in competition with other people. And it is possible to go to every one of those locations I showed you, and everything be picked right out, alright? It is possible. And all you need is just a couple, right? That perk card, because you'll be getting two each time. Let's put this gun away so we can see our screen. Alright, so let's pick up some corn here, and again, you can't see in the top left-hand corner, but I'm picking up two every time. Kind of going along here and picking up all this corn. Now you really need is 6 plants. Alright, so how many do we got on us here, Jimmy? 26 corn, perfect. And just to show you under stats and effects that I am a carnivore mutation. Let's go back to new. We're going to eat our vegetables here. Oh, yeah, just enough. 26 right on, Jim. Nice job, buddy. There we go. Eat a vegetable, 25 for 25, done. And again, just down the road at Billings Homestead where that workshop is, all kinds of razor grain down there. Same thing, just eat the razor grain. Good to go. Alright, last but not least, Jim. Kill Gulper Ted. Haha! Save this one for lectures. We'll probably have to server hop for this one. So, this one, the last time this one here came up, I was told that a lot of people were very frustrated in finding Gulpers. Because there's not a whole lot of locations for them, okay? And I could tell some of the comments, people were just kind of venting or whatever, and I don't take it personally. So I just, say that, you will probably 100% you'll have the server hop because there's just not enough Gulpers. Especially if you're not on private servers like me. If you're on public ones, you'll have the server hop even more because everyone and their dog will be going after those few little locations for Gulpers, okay? So you're going to have the server hop a lot or re-roll the challenge, okay? I think Drew actually had mentioned he actually re-rolled the challenge last week or the week before just because everywhere he went, there's just so many people looking for Gulpers, and it's just the way it is, all right? So just be patient, okay? So a couple good locations here. Dire Chemical. When you spawn here, you actually spawn up here, and there's 2 right off the roadside. The only other good location that I find is up here, Gulper Lagoon. Okay, there's only 4 up there. There used to be 6, like 2 years ago. There used to be 6 of them here. Now there's only 4. Okay. Now, if you're lucky enough to get on a server, Moonshine Jamboree down here in Sunday Brothers Cabin, all kinds of Gulpers show up for that one. But who knows when that's going to show up, right? Okay. And very, very slight chance, if you come here, Dolly Solid's Wilderness, if you try to clear the enemies to claim the workshop, 50% chance or lower that there'll be Gulpers there that you have to kill, alright? But again, that's just a shot in the dark, alright? But those are the only locations that are guaranteed Gulpers, okay? So you see what I mean? So let's go to Dire Chemical. We'll take care of the 2 that are off the side of the road there. So again, right off the side of the road, you just turn around. We're going to lock and load here. And they are right here. Oh, there's some ghouls there. He's going to kill our Gulper on us. Oh my lord, are you kidding me? Oh, he's coming after me there. Oh. Huh. Yeah. So someone was saying to me last time that there was a ghoul instead of Gulper. So what I think what happened is someone got here before them, killed the Gulpers, and their bodies despawned. But there will be 2 or 3 ghouls coming down this river at the same time. It's just the way it is, okay? It's but there are 2 Gulpers here every time, okay? And that's why I try to do these videos as much as I can to show you that. All right, let's go to Gulper Lagoon here. Starting to lose my voice here. Wow. Alright, so again, there'll be 4 here. Let's lock and load. Now, these guys like to kind of hang out in the trees a little bit, so just watch out for that. Some of them are scorched, so they are the same color as the trees, so another thing to watch out for. Wow. Oh, my lord! Jump scare. We're being trolled, aren't we? We are. Not getting the sneak damage on them. There we go. There's the 4. And as I mentioned, 2 years ago, at least, there used to be 6 here. It was great. I don't know why they took away the other 2. They used to be Gulper newts. Yeah, like the baby version of Gulpers. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I thought there was a place down here like a long time ago, but I'm just gonna take a look here. Max Farm. Let's go to Max Farm just for a second before we server hop, you know. Oh, they're my alerts. Okay. Never mind. Never mind, Jim. Let's server hop. You're going to have to go to a server with other people, which is fine. Because if I go private, it's going to put me on the same server. So, cross our fingers here. We'll find the ones that we need. 2 or 3 that we need. So we got 4, 5, 6. So we'll need 3 more. That's fine. Dire Chemical again. Oh, that's an old picture right there. Wow. There's truly an old Daphne there. Please be here. Oh, nice. Lock and load, Jimmy. Alright, Alright, good stuff. Gulper Lagoon. Maybe no one's doing their daily challenges today, who knows? I'm okay with that. Get this done quickly. Still doing pretty good for time, though. Call it 45 minutes. Alright, we just need 2 more. Make sure we're locked and loaded this time. Wait for him to get down. Oh, he's a scorched one. Or disease, I should say. Right, there we go. So we'll save the other 2 for somebody else on this server. See him hanging there. See how he's the same color as the trees? Alright, let's get out of here. I think that's it. We are done, just like that. Nice. Nice. Let's head back to our camp here, which don't think I can spawn in. No. We'll go to another camp. Have available. What? Oh my lord, are you serious? Okay. Where do we have a weapons workbench? Charleston Station. Good old reliable Charleston Station. Let's head over here for our weapons workbench. We're gonna take a look at weapon of the day. Suppose we're gonna get gone to that person's camp. I guess that's an option. Right here. Weapon of the day here, Jimmy boy. That's freaky. Look at the stuff I have on me. Anti-armor presidential tactical Tesla rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration. Plus 50% chance to hit target in VATS. Minus 35% action point cost. Anti-armor VATS enhanced VATS optimized, which is absolutely fantastic on this weapon. Semi-automatic barrel, reflex sight, presidential paint. 133 electrical damage. Takes the cells in single fire mode. Very good weapon. If you never tried a Tesla rifle before, I recommend you owe it to yourself to at least try one. At least once. Without any legendary effects on it, just to see how you like it. Yeah, very nice weapon. And in terms of perk cards here, nothing special. It's a typical old rifleman. Not even a rifleman. I don't even know what you want to call it these days. Perception. These are the perk cards here. Legendary perk cards. These don't change for me. They stay the same. Very happy with them. And as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, good times. Alright, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, J Ranger, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Foltz. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.